The vision of civic unity that I think Daniel Koshland had when he endowed this is of a kind of community, to recognize these indigenous resident leaders who are able to come together and to do something greater than themselves. It's the spirit of that which is the civic unity.
The Tenderloin neighborhood, we awarded them in 1990. There were 12 people that all worked together around getting a new playground or providing services for homeless. They pooled their money together, their individual award, and created a scholarship fund.
When Dan died, he had an awareness of the needs of people who were not clearly represented, basic sense of respect, generosity, courage to commit to issues that may not be popular. He left something in the neighborhood of $33 million to the foundation, just totally unrestricted. And we heard from people all over the world, large and small, who had received gifts from Dan every year for all kinds of charitable purposes, without any fanfare, without any recognition.
Another one of our sheroes was Enola Maxwell, and she was the director of the Potrero Hill Neighborhood House. She is the reason, the Omega Boys Club exists. She really provided a lot of the programming and supports for the community that lives up on the hill. Co-founder of the Omega Boys Club, Jack Jacqua, continues tirelessly working, really trying to provide a safe environment for them, living in a neighborhood that's, riddled with the issues that it has. He's a real beacon for that community. Orly Brown adopted a kindergarten class at Brookfield Elementary School in East Oakland, and she promised each student that she will help support their college tuition. Orly put away $10,000 a year of her own money to support these kids. This was in 1989, and now in 2006, she has sent this entire class plus other students to college. Stanley Garcia founded the East Oakland Boxing Association. A lot of the young children out in East Oakland, he wanted to find an outlet for them. He built a boxing ring. Now he has partnerships with the City of Oakland, with Haas Jr., and other foundations that are really helping him build his facility up. The band from Ben is this wonderful middle school band led by the musical director Jack Martins. He used music as his tool to reach out to young people. A lot of these kids never touched the instrument. They would perform at the symphony, at Davies Hall. They were wonderful. The Chinatown group had been working in the community from probably 5 years to 35 years. Executive directors, program directors, trying to work together as a team as opposed to running their own nonprofits. So they created this wonderful disaster preparedness booklet. It was in Cantonese that designated areas that you would go to in case of an emergency. The booklets end up making its way to Taiwan, to China, Hong Kong. We didn't realize how many people were really impacting. Thousands of people. We think we give them a grant and then they support the people they're working with, but it really goes beyond that.
When Dan died, we decided that we ought to be doing something for him in his name. They did really want to capture what the man stood for, what he had done in his life, and translate that into a program that could foster those same values.
It's perfect. Let's get that attitude.
Oh, I'm scared of them.
We don't have the institutions in the community that existed in the 50s. The leadership of the business community, of the labor community, the religious community, and then a cross-section of civic leaders worked together on a continuing basis. They had relationships to confront issues collectively with a cross-section of wisdom and perspective. In the absence of structures that maintain those relationships, communities have to kind of lurch from problem to problem and try to bring together an ad hoc group in order to deal with these things.
How do we bring people together so that they feel more at ease within a community?
Sort of defining it in this nebulous thing about civic union.
What I see in Concord is that we have sort of a division. We have the low-income community versus a more affluent community, and both communities stay on the fringes. I don't ever see them coming together. It's also dividing when we have issues around housing, violence.
And to me, that's what civic unity is about. It's just that. It's the citizens coming together or uniting in a way that it makes the community feel at ease.
If the word unity is just to keep people united, I think it's going to be an empty concept. Once the people realize how important their efforts could be in order to change the issues in the community, and when they are getting that power from the community, they are creating civic unity.
They had better jobs, they had better earnings, feeling safe, pleased with the quality of education. That would be the outcome of achieving better civic unity, improving the quality of life.